Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Lumberjacks going up against the Giants. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and Mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Portland Lumberjacks and the New York Giants. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. The tight end changing his position. Play clock winding down. Then he'll give it here to his running back. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And let's look defensively at the starters.
Ronald Darby's selection makes a general manager look good. A terrific ball hawk who is eager to tackle in the run game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. 18 yards there and a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second down now after the pass completion. And they'll run it here. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Gurley again here on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Caught right side. It's Lewis. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Portland in control of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they get 14 yards there and a first down.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
First down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. 2nd down following the run.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
This is Elliott, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along and control them.
And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really...
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, the 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They start on the ground with Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got time in the pocket. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Give him 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, over. Hey, I need one over here. Leopard.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds his target, Fuller, and he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First and goal here from the 9. Now Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. here back to his own 6. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards on the ground. Here's the option going right. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. So we've arrived at halftime here in Super Bowl 57. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Their dangerous wide receiver, 74 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Third down at 8 now. They'll look to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
He'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1 yard is a gain there. It'll bring up second down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Second and goal to go now. They'll run with Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal. And quickly they get to the line.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw on third and goal, eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Three yards to go on second down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll set up a throw. He's going to... It got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They come up in an offset eye. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Set, blue, landing. Blue, landing. Right there. No. Check, Patriot. Hurry up, Leopard.
10th carry now for Elliott. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
All right, here we go. Blue, landing.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He was looking for Todd Gurley. And now it's 2nd down.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes and we'll be in great shape. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught on the right side by Adams. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
No, check. Patriot.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to Adams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Time for a break, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They come out here in the eye.
Detroit! Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. They got to get to the 23 here on third. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off. And, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened.
Let's go! 319! 319! All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They come out here in the eye.
319!
Coleman, the man in motion left. On second down, Elliott. And he'll get this one up. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Green 39! Gone!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come up in an offset eye. A give to Elliott. And he is going to... And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And this defense looks for 1 more stop here on 3rd after the run. And he motions the wide receiver. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And on now is the punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Back to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Back to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. They'll look to throw. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here we go
He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game.
And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got time. He's going to... This is caught inside the 15. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.